Welcome to Module 1 of Introduction to Accommodation Operations. In this first part of the course, we will explore the fundamental concepts that govern the operation and management of accommodation services within the hospitality industry. From understanding what accommodation is, to learning how services are surveyed and priced, this module will provide you with a foundational overview essential for any student or practitioner in hospitality operations. Let's begin with the basic concept of accommodation. Lecture 1: Understanding Accommodation. Accommodation refers to the temporary provision of shelter and related services to travelers, tourists, and other guests. It forms the backbone of the hospitality industry. Accommodation includes everything from hotels, hostels, and resorts to guest houses, motels, and serviced apartments. The purpose of accommodation is not just to offer a place to sleep but to provide comfort, safety, and convenience to guests during their stay. Services may vary widely depending on the category and class of the facility, but common offerings include room service, housekeeping, dining options, and recreational facilities. The effectiveness of accommodation operations directly impacts guest satisfaction, customer retention, and ultimately, the profitability of the establishment. Lecture 2: Classification of Accommodation. Accommodation can be classified in several ways depending on its characteristics, services offered, pricing, and target clientele. Below are common categories of classification. By type of ownership: independently owned accommodations, chain or franchise hotels, government-run or institutional accommodations. By type of service: full-service hotels, limited-service hotels, budget or economy hotels, luxury or five-star establishments. By duration of stay: short-stay accommodations, such as hotels and motels, long-stay accommodations, such as serviced apartments and hostels. By target market: business hotels, resort hotels, boutique hotels, airport or transit hotels. Understanding the classification helps hospitality managers better position their services in the market and cater to specific customer expectations. Lecture 3: Scope of the survey. In accommodation operations, conducting a survey involves gathering essential information about the facility's offerings, pricing, customer feedback, and competitive positioning. The scope of such a survey may include evaluating room types and rates, assessing customer satisfaction through reviews or feedback forms, benchmarking against competitors in the same region or segment, understanding trends in guest preferences, auditing operational efficiency, including housekeeping and front desk performance. Surveys may be conducted internally or outsourced to specialized agencies. The information collected helps in decision-making, service improvement, and strategy formulation. Lecture 4: Collection of Information and Specification of Services. Gathering accurate and comprehensive data is key in managing accommodation effectively. Information may be collected through guest feedback and comment cards, online review platforms, interviews and focus groups, staff suggestions and observations, direct competitor analysis. Once data is collected, service specifications can be developed. These outline what services will be provided, their scope, and quality standards. For example, a specification for room service might include response time, menu options, operating hours, and staff behavior guidelines. Proper specification allows for consistent service delivery, better training, and easier performance evaluation. Lecture 5: Pricing Methods in Accommodation. Pricing accommodation services is a multifaceted process. Several methods can be applied depending on the property's type, clientele, and business objectives. Let's explore the main pricing methods. Cost-based pricing. This method involves calculating the total cost of providing the service and adding a profit margin. It ensures that expenses are covered but may not always be competitive. Market-based pricing. Here, pricing is determined based on what similar accommodations charge. It helps remain competitive but may not reflect the property's unique value. Value-based pricing. This method considers what customers are willing to pay based on perceived value. Luxury hotels often use this approach, pricing rooms higher due to added amenities and brand reputation. Dynamic pricing. Widely used in modern hospitality, this strategy adjusts prices in real time based on demand, season, and other variables like local events. Psychological pricing. Setting prices slightly below a round number, such as charging $99 instead of $100, can influence customer perception. Selecting the right method or combination of methods depends on business goals, target market, and market conditions. Lecture 6: Key Pricing Concepts. Let's now look at some important pricing concepts that influence how accommodation rates are set and adjusted. Quality issues. High-quality services often command higher prices. Factors influencing quality include cleanliness, staff professionalism, interior decor, and technology availability. Unit value. This refers to the value of a single unit of service, like a room night. Understanding unit value helps in revenue forecasting and cost control. Weighting and aggregation. In pricing, weighting refers to assigning importance to various components of service. For instance, in a package, the room may have more weight than breakfast. Aggregation involves combining services into a bundled offering, often at a discounted price. These concepts help in crafting pricing models that are both profitable and attractive to guests. Lecture 7: Specific Aspects of Accommodation Pricing. Accommodation pricing must also consider specific operational and market aspects. Seasonality. Prices fluctuate depending on peak and off-peak seasons. Location. A hotel in a city center may charge more than one in a rural area. Room features, views, size, and included amenities affect pricing. Booking channels. Direct bookings may have different rates than third-party platforms. Customer segment. Pricing may vary for individual travelers, groups, corporate clients, or event planners. Managing these variables allows operators to remain competitive while maximizing revenue. Lecture 8: Pricing Mechanisms and Strategies. Now that we've understood methods and concepts, let's discuss strategies used in pricing accommodation services. Rate fencing. This involves setting different prices for different customer segments. For example, offering discounts to students or loyalty members. Length of stay pricing. Encouraging guests to stay longer by offering discounts on extended stays. Advance booking discounts. Incentivizing early reservations by offering lower prices. Last-minute deals. Filling unsold rooms close to the date with special offers. Upselling and cross-selling. Encouraging guests to purchase higher-tier rooms or additional services like spa access or meals. The goal of pricing strategies is to optimize occupancy while maximizing revenue per available room. Module 1 Summary. In this first module of Introduction to Accommodation Operations, we have explored the concept and role of accommodation in the hospitality industry, classification types and how they shape service expectations, how surveys and data collection inform operational decisions, specification of services based on customer needs and expectations, a comprehensive overview of pricing methods and their application, essential concepts like quality, value, weighting, and aggregation. Factors influencing pricing and effective pricing strategies. Together, these elements form the foundation of effective accommodation operations, guiding how services are planned, priced, and delivered. In Module 2, we will explore how to maximize revenue in hospitality operations, including advanced pricing strategies, revenue management systems, and the integration of customer feedback into ongoing service improvement.